No more coming after, but he realizes how many people are down there. He's hearing the footsteps. He's coming out to try and help. He will be pushed back just a bit. Sip showing up. Showing up for his own funeral.
Got rocked.
Lucky out here. Nice find. Yeah, doesn't have to commit to this fight either. Just show yourself. Try and be a little bit annoying. 3-on-3, and obviously plenty of time left. Naf is going to take over those dualies. He's happy to find those. I think everyone is confused, maybe especially Astralis. Where exactly are they going with this push? It's been everywhere so far. Lucky is again the subject of attention down here in the control room. The bomb is going to be planted as Bobsky goes down. The dualies is going to be doing a little bit of work here. And now it's on Dupree. Only 20 health, 1 versus 3. And that's a hard one to solve if you were in a pistol round.
Not a whole lot you can really hope to do here. He's looking like he's going to back off and just save.
Yeah.
Oh, what a chaotic round, though.
Yeah.
That starts with a ramp push that then goes up to heaven, that then goes to yard, that goes back towards... Like, it was just all over the place.
Yeah, and you can... I mean, that's part of the strength of it, isn't it? It's very hard to call on the CT side. Every call is going to be immediately cancelled and contradicted 3 seconds later. Like, no, wait a minute, hold on. Good stuff for Liquid. That's important. 11-5 from Liquid's point. Nice shot. From Liquid's point of view, they're obviously not thinking about the third map. They're thinking, let's just run it back, and it's doable.
Yes, it is certainly doable between these two teams. I mean,
double scout deagle and some HEs. Let's see what they have. Nice damage onto Elige. Trying still is Lucky out here, but almost connects. And Elige will eventually go down, found by Bubsky. So, already a kill going the way of Astralis.
Oh, that's correct, actually, Anders. Not only was it against EG, but it was against Vitality that Astralis had 11-4 at the end of the first half. And that was when the comeback happened for Vitality. So if it happens back-to-back for Astralis, if they get run back on in the second half twice in a row on Nuke, they may never want to play the map again.
Yeah, that would be really hard to deal with.
So yes, it is in fact possible to run it back against Astralis on Nuke.
Some smoke's going up. The bomb making its way outside. Actually downstairs now. They changed it up. Can they do anything with it though? 50 seconds. Sip. I don't know if he's realizing that they could be behind him. Dupree's also on a bit of a flanking mission. It's once again, like in the pistol round, a really chaotic round where it's just a flip of a coin who actually gets to find who. Dupree could be seconds away from shooting in the back. Sip running back in. He no-scope headshots. Grim! Unbelievable! And now it's a 3-on-4. 30 seconds left. Dupree, he's been spotted. He picks up the UMP. Bubsky's there to try and take it over Naf. Does he realize? Yes, he does. Heads up play for Naf. He realized that wasn't the same player, and they're going to be able to win the round. He could have easily mistook that player for Dupree and just ignored it, but he definitely didn't.
Let's see again here. Oh, we're not going to get that replay just yet. I'm sure we will eventually. Bubsky through the smoke, going to find one, but this was Zip. Oh, that's too good. It's like Scout's knives all over again. Unbelievable. Let it flow. Let it flow. Nice control here from Naf, though, keeping his cool and saving it for the team. So they'll get a chance to breathe here, Liquid. It's a hard eco coming up here from Astralis. USBs, P2K, just let it be. Although, did Bubsky go for a P250? Yes, he does have a P250.
Someone has to.
Why are you spending the money? Why are you spending the money?
In the back of your mind, just thinking, I remember that one time when I got a triple kill with it. And that's just what I'm going to focus on.
At least a P250, you get 1 kill, and you know, you're all right. You made it back.
Yeah.
But still.
I mean, he had a little bit of extra. It's fine. 11-6. Liquid starting off the second half pretty well. Mac 10s are in first. Always like to see that. They're going to get that ramp room. Fallen making sure no one is going to be sneaking up behind either. And yeah, now they're just being slow about it, which is fine. Making sure that they're not leaving too much to chance here. Grim. Right?
Good job checking those angles.
Yeah.
Well, okay then. Tell us how you really feel, Elise.
Yeah, he's taking it a little bit personally now. Grim in for another Mac 10 kill. That's not bad. 3 in the round for him. Actually, just 2, sorry. I think the other one was stolen by Elige there. 11-7, and the 19th round is coming up. And again, now it's just a 4-round gap. Totally doable.
Is this where we mention, you know, the immortal Zonic line that 11-4 is actually the most dangerous score line? All right, because you're just letting you get a little bit too comfortable, you get a little bit too happy, and it is still very possible for teams to run it back because again they win the pistol.
Yeah, you're a pistol run away from having a pretty good game,
from having a rough time of it. So here we could have Liquid. It's their game plan, and they're going to be fully bought up. They get everything they want this round, so they can just go into the strat book and be like, okay, what do we got? What do we want to just run and throw in here? And it's on Astralis to guess and react. And Astralis themselves don't quite have the money for a full buy. They don't have full nades to deal with this either. So there's going to be a little bit of pressure on them to come up with the goods.
Yeah, always a choice to be made when you don't have absolutely everything. If you want to spend the most of it to stop a rush, or try and just, you know, roll the dice and guess that maybe they won't. Oh. Molotov out there. No wall of smokes early on either. Nah.
Making some noise.
Yeah.
Like it.
A lot of it.
Mind games.
Grim is actually really close to this ramp. I mean, really close. Is he going to be able to do anything with it? Is he waiting for a flashbang? If Elige sets it up for him, that could actually be really interesting. Yeah, this is going to be quick. Sip is alone, and he's so blind. What a great little read there. He just was at the edge of the smoke, and maybe partly because of the Mac 10, he's not even afraid to go for it. That was really well done.
And they get past though. Now, Bubsky shows up right in the nick of time. So it brings it back to a 1, or at least a 4-on-4 situation. Bomb planted though. So now Liquid, it's a true 4-on-4 for them. And they've got decent post-plant positions here.
That was Bubsky's 6th kill in the map, so they really need him to do a little bit more as well. Up on top of the silo, almost catching it, Elige. Gonna get found so far. The prediction there heavily favoring Liquid, and I can't really blame it either. They're gonna be backing on out, and yeah, as the time goes on, it updates. This is a great start for Liquid. 8-11 now. Yeah, Astralis get to save the guns. I guess that is a bit of a silver lining, but that's just 1 kill in ramp.
That's
and they
amazing.
can't recover the round.
They just take Zipmix out, and all off of that, unable to get anything more out of it, they are not going to be able to put a halt. Astralis, though, okay, super conservative play, just holding on to the guns, playing it safe. They know that it would be a pistols if they were to lose the round, if they were to commit it, so rather than risk that, they'll get another near full buy coming up here. And another tactical timeout getting called. Okay, both of these teams really trying to slow down the pace here. Elige grinning. What's this?
Yeah, they're having a good time. They can feel it coming. They've won 4 in a row. They've got a really nice bank working on that side. Everyone on the team is performing well at the moment. There's no one that's really sort of fallen behind. On the other side, it's Dupree with 17, and it's Lucky at 16. That makes me happy.
Yeah. They're coming online here.
In a big way.
But I'm surprised. I mean, I'm surprised. I hadn't even noticed. I hadn't checked for a while, but Bubsky's 6 kills, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not. And this is the thing here for Astralis, is that they don't have that insane overperformance from Dupree or Magus to fall back on either. So they don't have that one dominant force that just keeps winning the rounds. They need somebody to show up. No, I mean, that's actually what's crazy about it, is that without that one guy, they've still managed to get this far. It still feels like anybody's game, though.
He's looking to run through, but he's going to get found by Bubsky. Absolutely important kill. That means they can focus on the... Well, it doesn't even matter. Grim comes out with 2 big kills. They could have focused on the hut, but they were just a second late. And actually, Liquid had already made it onto the floor of the bomb site. Stewie is out hunting, in spite of the fact that they probably already won the round, but he is hungry to slay some more Danes. He's going to be taking down Lucky, and that leaves Sip on his own. They know where he is. He can't really escape. They don't have a Molotov or anything, but they can justify going after him. They have a lot of money in the bank. They should probably just hunt him down.
Yeah, they should get rid of him. Don't let him hold on to this M4. You can afford to give up a couple of rifles in the hunt here. And just maximize the pressure on Astralis going into this next round. But what an explosive round straight out from hut. Bubsky had a strong start, but that was it. The extent of it, Grim and Nef. Grim just smashes him.
It's so outrageous when people look like they're just running and shooting at the same time. 11-9 now.
All right, let's see it here. This was impeccable. Oh, they lined up. What a spray transfer from Grim. Clean work.
So well done.
That was brilliant stuff. And now Liquid now, I mean, another successful round for them in this campaign. Looks like we're actually calling a tech timeout this time for Team Liquid. So Magisk's mouse died in the first half. Now let's see what happens this time around.
I think if you took a screenshot and sent it to me at the point in time when Bubsky got the first kill, and if you just froze the game, took a screenshot there and asked me who's going to be winning this round, I would put a lot of faith in Astralis to win that round. It looks so grim because they're coming out of a hut. There's a guy up on the silo. There's 2 people by the squeak door that can just swing to take down Grim. The fact that works out is actually a little bit crazy.
What's interesting, I think they were so focused on Squeak.
Probably,
like both players were spraying into Squeak, so full focus on Squeak. And so then it's just the gamble of, well, they didn't go Squeak, they went hut. Sorry. You lose. You lose. It's looking like we just needed to get a quick restart going for NAF, so we should be getting back in game pretty soon here. We should be getting things flowing.
Easy. Yeah, just a game crash. That'll happen every once in a while. 21st round is going to be coming up. NAF is back on the server, so as soon as the money is sorted out, it's all good. I'm
just wondering what Glavis is sitting. You know, he's just sitting back there quiet in the background. I haven't seen. You don't see him stand up. You don't see him interact with the team at all. He's just sitting back there listening and learning. I mean, for him, it must be a very interesting experience for him to be sitting here, getting to listen to the team from the outside. He's just going to be sitting there taking notes and thinking, okay, this is one thing we can tweak. This is one thing we can fix. This is what we need to work on here. Like, he's probably just going through the whole thing.
That's actually a good point. That it could be that he's going to come back from this experience with some slightly different, ways of looking at the game. That could be fun.
Yeah. And so, actually, I just had this confirmed. Pretty sure that was the case, but according to the rules, he's not allowed to speak. He can't interact with the team at all.
All right.
But he's allowed to be in the room. So that's why you see Zonic, doing a lot of the speaking, a lot of the interacting, all that, and Glaive is just sitting back there. So, I mean, he can be in the room, but he's not allowed to interact with the team at all. But, I mean, it's got to be a fascinating learning experience for him.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just you're getting a window into your team, so you're not playing, so you're not emotionally invested in the same way. Got to be a totally different experience. That's so cool.
Just focus on how things are falling out. 21st round here. Magisk. Oh, actually, the follow-up there is just amazing. Molotov to burn Fallen. There's an HE as well that landed on top of him. Elige going to try and see if he can recover anything from this position. They don't want to let Astralis back into this game at all. And Magisk, that's a nice little headshot to find. Taking down Stu. He wants to escape, and he will. Around the corner, they let him go.
That was power play. There we finally see that HE Molly combo work. And when it works, you see Fallen, not a chance. He just gets blown up.
Yeah.
But Magisk, what a shot from him. He heard the footsteps as well. He knew that Elige was next to him. Ooh. And considering the state of the buy for this round for Astralis, if they can pull this off, it would be a magical win. Naf gonna have something to say about it, though.
Oh, he catches him mid-air headshot, blows him out of the sky. And Naf and Elige are left 2 versus 3. But the confidence on Liquid, I mean, they're not really set up well to win this round, but the fights that they're taking, it just looks so determined. They're really hunting them down across the map. It's going to be 40 seconds on the clock, and we'll see if they can actually do some more damage here. Again, very hard to find your way in, even into a bomb site in this scenario. Almost everything is being covered here. If they go for Sip, oh, he's going to be falling back maybe at an opportune time. Got an HE, 20 seconds. Not too long from now, they will probably have to start running, and that'll give up the game, because they need some time to maybe take a fight. He's out in the open, though, but it doesn't matter. Double headshot, shutting it down.
Got him. Let's see. Yeah, that's that HE. You get tagged. That's it. You're not getting out of there intact.
I've got to say, that mid-air shot on Bubsky looks so cool.
What was this? Oh, yeah, this follow-up here from Naf. Let's see it. Bam. Get wrecked. Duck hunting.
Yeah.
Oh, and another timeout getting called from Astralis. Okay. Both of these teams would actually use their timeouts as well.
Well, I mean, if you're in the mind of Astralis right now, the fact that it was 11-4 and now we're up to 12-9, You're just thinking, please.
Not again.
Slow this down. Find a way. Anything. There's so much on the line for them right here. They have to find another 4 rounds. They are desperately trying to do that. This is the first round that they've won in the second half. So, not a good trend.
And this is for a spot in the Royal Arena.
Yeah.
There's still a chance. It's worth mentioning with how things work with Blast, right? There's still the Showdown tournament. So the bottom two teams from this group will go to the Showdown tournament. But then the Showdown tournament, whole lot of teams, and only 2 of those teams will qualify to get through to the main event. So you really need to win this match right now if you're Astralis, because if you go into the Showdown, it's going to be so difficult.
Yeah, it's a brutal hell down in the Showdown. There's no doubt about it.
Rip and tear.
Don't want to end up there. Boost up, I kind of like that. Again, if you just use it rarely enough, very hard for you to catch. And Lucky's going to be in there still with a scout in hand, interestingly enough. Couldn't afford anything else. A lot of Molotovs down towards Secret. Nades and all. Trying to see if they can sneak down. And behind the Molotov come the flashbangs to clear everything. So not exactly a silent take of Secret. Kind of a lot of effort put into it, which Astralis may or may not have noticed. Magus gets down here. Just in case. A bit more of a slow approach from Liquid to the hunt them down and kill them approach they've been having so far.
Yeah,
and
total
they get
change
the
of
boost.
pace.
Oh no. Jumped. Slight mistake, but makes them second guess it just a bit. Bomb is on the other side by ramp, so this looks like it's going to be a cruncher, though. They can turn it around. They can go back and come up the vent and turn it into an A crunch instead. And Elige, what a read! Magisk, he wanted to go looking. That is so smart. Well done. 25 seconds. Now they're going to go back down again. They changed their mind for a 3rd time. And Astralis, they can't read it. They've got no one down here. This round is probably one that Astralis need to just give up. They don't have the money to go for it. Shocking. That is a really cool read and a really cool, great call. I mean, both ways. They could have come up and made that work, but they realized Magisk is down. All right, we'll bring the bomb down instead.
That was so sick. I just one detail after another. The molly to mitigate and to just force Magus back so he has no info. So you may be forced to think like, oh, I need to go and push to get info. Where did they go? What happened? Elige is just ready for him. And then to go back down, because you could have definitely had the upper crunch there from Vents, but then for them to just be like, right, just go take the lower site. This is it. Yeah, it's so sick. What a play from Liquid, and showing that they can change the pace. It doesn't all need to be fast and explosive. They can slow it down, and have faith in their game to get them through these long rounds.
Yeah, it's worth pointing out when you make calls to change the round that quickly. Of course, it could confuse the enemy, but it could also confuse your own team. If someone hesitates for just a second, like, wait, what are we doing? You know, I'm a little bit confused. If there's any kind of like delay, that can have some pretty bad consequences. But it looked like Liquid, they were just in lockstep. Everyone knew exactly how to play that. Molotov's kind of failing a little bit there. The grenade's not hitting anyone. Not the end of the world, but we're at 10 to 12. This is so close now. You can't predict it any longer. Anything could happen from here on out.
It feels like there's fire superiority for Liquid and nade superiority as well. So yeah, Astralis are going to be hard pressed. You see Lucky, he's just zipping around out here because he doesn't have an op. He has a scoot.
Lightning fast.
And that could come back to haunt them here. We'll get a delayed, just one smoke. Here's the smoke wall getting set up. This has not been the default approach from Liquid either. So now Astralis have to suss this out.
Yeah, they set up the wall and decide to turn it around. Magisk is thinking about checking it out. Would be good if he could get eyes on that yard before they do this, but nope, it's going to be too late. They're already going for a Dupree. Can't see anything. He's lucky to be alive still. Bobski's going to be going down Dupree just with a single kill, and up from the high ground. Nice headshot from Lucky with the scout to bring down Naf. That makes it a 3-on-3. Doesn't make it easy to go for a retake, and maybe they won't, but at least they have half a shot at it. Oh, they're going to be back there already, moving so far away.
What do you think? I mean, at some point you have to kind of make the play. At some point you're going to have to take a risk. I mean, maybe they're thinking that they don't have it enough just yet.
Down on the low ground, but that flashbang just wasn't high enough for Stewie to get caught. He's going to be fine. Getting a headshot unlucky. Yep, they wanted to try and see if they could get it done. And I think you're right. Eventually, you can't just keep saving and saving and saving. Also, they have some money in the bank still, and with the round loss bonus, they're probably going to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Naf calling a nice shot to Lucky. That's, I mean, deserved.
It was.
I kind of felt that one because, of course, 10 seconds earlier I was saying, oh, he's only got a scout. That may hurt him. Well, it turns out that ended up hurting Naf. But that was still a big round coming in here for Liquid.
I mean, the Molotovs are pretty standard. The flashbangs in this execute just work so well. So well.
I'm just glad to see Stewie sitting at the top of the scoreboard right now. I feel like that is just something we don't get to see often enough.
Yeah. 19
kills for him. Just getting work done for Liquid. And we're seeing a lot more smiling from Stu as well. So just happy to see that. Things turning around.
12-11, 24th round. Liquid, a single round now away from getting the team back into play, tying up the scoreline, and this is unbelievable. They have lost a single round, Liquid, here in the second half. Otherwise, they've not even let Astralis do anything.
Astralis are just having flashbacks to yesterday versus Vitality right now. 11-4 in the first half, and then they get run back the entire way on their CT side, and it's just all happening all over again. This is just nightmare fuel for the Danes. Zonic doing what he can here to try and get them focused up. Lucky looking definitely like he's dialed in.
Yeah, he's so well. He's got the ult now as well, so not the scout anymore. That's helpful.
But again, look at their nade situation on Astralis' side. Like, it's just CTs without nades on nuke. It's a nightmare.
Yes.
Nicely done, though.
Through the edge of the wall. Explodes Grim. He's very low on health himself, but yeah, that is still pretty good. I would be great if they could boost him up. Now, yeah, they're going to do that. Surely. No, he's going to go down instead. I was going to say, I just want him to be in a position where he's not in the same danger as he's down on the floor of the bomb site. Not that cool with an AWP and just 19 health. But he's going to go all the way outside. That actually could be incredible. I think he's got to be careful for Elige, obviously. But if he just sticks around, oh, he's going to walk right into it. He should be dead in a second here. Smoke with the timing. He's so lucky to be alive.
Finest of margins. Finest of margins
Truly.
Between these two.
All right, so Eli's just going to come jumping through main. The rest of them are going to explode out and try and see if they can get this done. It looks like that's what they're playing right now. And Elige, yeah, he's looking for anyone to do anything right now. There's the kill unlucky. That might just set it up. Is he going to actually go for it? 30 seconds on the clock. Sip will be falling back now. They put a little bit of pressure on the ramp. Also puts him a little bit further away from rotating into help out the bomb site. Here we go. Molotovs and all. Dupree, he knows what is coming, but he's just being toyed with. The longer he waits, the more people come onto the bomb site. Fallen from the high ground. He's going to be going down, and now it's all on that. 15 seconds and a 1 versus 3. He's going to hit the 1 kill, but Magisk just able to win that fight, only barely with the AUG. And they're going to be able to win that round. Second of the half for Astralis, 13-11.
It's so crazy that you're saying that, Anders, right? Second of the half when it's 13-11. Lucky, though. That is the make or break. If Grim beats him there, that's insane that he's able to get that kill. But if Grim beats him there, then man advantage for Liquid. They can crunch that site.
From Lucky's point of view, it looked like... It just looked like the support beam was shooting at him.
Yes.
Like, what?
Oh, but let's see here. Early angle for Fallen. Deep angle as well. This is cool. Not something we've seen yet so much.
Holding a slightly different angle. Fallen, he's going to be going down. That smoke, he does not have a shot at it. Very good stuff.
Oh, is this it? Is this the turning point?
It could be. The money is still kind of good with Liquid, though. Even if they lose this round, they're not going to be quite done yet.
And we're getting, okay, identical setup now. 3 upper, just ready and waiting for Liquid to try and explode out onto the bomb site again. Lucky is very patiently holding at ramp, and so he'll have control of that. Maggie's going just now starting to worry a little bit about outside, but yeah.
Well, Elige is probably the player to make a difference in this round. He's snuck down below. If he can get any kills, it's going to put pressure on Lucky. Stewie goes down before that happens. He's going to be falling back just a bit. Elige still slowly making his way in. Yeah, oh no, he doesn't even get that kill right away, and Sip is there. They needed Elige to backstab that ramp or anything else like that. Nice job from Sipnix as well, taking down 3 players, laughing a little bit as he goes. 14-11. Astralis 2 rounds away from getting us onto Dust 2.
Am I just hearing Maui shout no in the background right now, or is that Launders? I can't tell who's shouting. Somebody's just shouting no in the background up there. Oh yeah, triple kill for Zip. And there it is, the reaction from Astralis. They're starting to wake up a bit. And Zonic always shows the hype. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, Grim, a little bit of the facepalm. A little bit of the emotion showing on the side of Liquid as well. They know that they had this within their grasp, that they could run this back.
Yeah.
Now Astralis are firmly back in this game.
If they lose this round, Liquid, they're out of money as well. Just to point that out, a bomb plant right now would be a big deal. Every little bit matters. They really need the cash. Oh, shots through. Meg is nearly getting it, nearly getting the follow-up. Now they're going to try and put the pressure on speed inside of the bomb site. Bobski's going to get killed. Megis as well, and they are crushing this approach right here. Zip shows up with a kill on Nafit. It's just Fallen left 1 versus 3. They tried to do it again, and this time Astralis managed to shut it down. Fallen, that looked like an odd headshot.
Wait, he knows. He has info now. He knows that there's a guy upper and a guy on the site. That had to happen. Zip had to stop him. Because Fallen had info. He saw with that guy on upper. He knew the other guy was on the bomb site.
Yeah, he wanted to escape.
Oh, that was so close. What a clutch play from Zipnix.
And I think if you were to rewatch this particular execute from the point of view of Astralis, I don't think any of them are really flashed in that moment. Whereas some of the earlier executes from Liquid, they've all been blind on the bomb side. It's been really tough to deal with. But 15-11, Astralis 1 round away from getting us on the Dust 2 and continuing this best of 3. Perhaps one of the more important ones we've had in the group so far, because no one wants to play in the showdown. And everyone wants to play in the arena.
Indeed. Especially here in front of the fans. In Copenhagen. It's going to be sick, Anders. Well, we got to get there first. And right now, Astralis, maybe they've done it. Maybe we will not have the repeat. The repeat run back.
I mean, the fact that, again, they didn't get the bomb plant down. Deagles, Galils, P250. Some grenades. That's positive. And looks like they're repeating much of the same stuff here. Release, the Soul, Lurker, he's got down. It's pretty impressive that he can do this with just a Deagle. But if he finds success down there, it's huge. They're putting on a lot of pressure up on the A-bomb side, actually going straight for it with the bomb down as well. So, I don't know about that. Elige gets a headshot on Bobski, who was obviously trying to rotate out, but not the kill on Naf, though. And somehow it's a 2-on-2. I can't believe that they even get into this position. They lost 2 people getting into the A-bomb site, and still somehow they're able to secure this position, at least for now. Grenade, not going to be taking down Naf, and now there's a bomb plant.
And they missed the window to get the punish when the bomb is planted, where it's a 2v1 for the CT side.
Molotov, is that going to block anyone off from coming out of the hut? That's a bit awkward, potentially at least. Naf, low on health. He's going to get shot in the back by Sip, and now it's on Elige. 1 versus 2 to try and hold on to the map. He gets the 1 kill, spins around, sees it coming. Sip, though, he's waiting for it on the other side, and he's going to win that fight every single time. 16-11. It's Astralis bringing us on to the 3rd map on Dust 2.
Dude, that's a wallbang from Zipnix as well.
Yep.
From the hut. That's a wallbang from him, dude. Zip got wired in at the end of this half. He woke up when his team needed him to.
Incredible stuff. That's a hard-fought battle there for Astralis. Definitely must have been worried along the way that things were going to backfire like they did once before, but this time they did make it work. So, fair play to them.
And now we go into Dust 2. This is exciting. A 3-mapper.
Yes.
With everything on the line. Dust 2 as well. And I'm glad to see that Lucky and Fallen are both looking warmed up, so it feels like there's going to be fireworks.
Well, we'll see how that goes after the break.
I believe I have an unpopular opinion.
I think that Counter-Strike games are too long.
I don't know. I like the Krieg meta.
You see the map pool? All the 7 maps? It's gone.
I think definitely the most unpopular opinion I have is Vertigo is a good map.
I think that Vertigo is a pretty good map. I think that you have pretty good reason to go B sometimes. I think it's nice because CTs can both retake, but they can also play offensive, and there's more and more new ways to play Vertigo on the CT side, but also on the T side.
I think the hate against Vertigo is not really... I don't agree with it. I think maps like Mirage and Dust 2 should actually be getting more of the hate, in my opinion.
It's a map where there are a lot like hidden gems undiscovered yet, and there's like so much potential for it.
I like Vertigo, and I would love to see like Valve changing map pool like 1 year. Every 1 year they change like 2 maps, because sometimes it get boring to watch all the maps over and over again.
The model skins, you know, that they introduced to the game, I really don't like them. I don't think they added anything to the game, and I think we've heard from a lot of people who are colorblind, for example, that they actually have a hard time seeing these model skins when they're playing, which I think is like super broken, to be honest. I think it should be equal and fair for everyone, so I think there actually should be a command to like disable them, you know.
I believe I have an unpopular opinion because I would love, for example, to have really something new. Of course, the best will be a new CS if it can come, but if not, we can still do something with CSGO. But I would, for example, love to, like Valve is coming, saying, you see the map pool, all the 7 maps, it's gone. And you just take 7 new maps that no one know, never practiced, never see, never play, whatever, like totally new, and like go on, have fun.
I think that Counter-Strike games are too long. It's kind of impossible to be playing at the very top of your game for 6 or 7 hours straight.
Liquid make it close despite such a dominant first half from the Danes, but ultimately Astralis are the ones to be hauling it over the line. Fortunately for them, it isn't a repeat performance of what happened versus Vitality as they push us to a third and cling on to their tournament life. And it really was the story of that T-side to be starting it off. Kind of the story of the T-sides for both of these teams on this map.
You're absolutely right. And we are getting the third map we deserve. I know the Green Room was kind of mad at me in that prediction game. We have a little bit of banter going on. But the Counter-Strike and just the show in general deserve that Dust 2 game. We have Astralis once more showcasing mastery and really a deep understanding of Nuke, which is something we have to praise, right? You know, the fact that they have now Lucky and Wigzip as well, limited time together, and still they managed to have such a strong performance on Nuke, taking it from Liquid, pushing us to a third.
And the thing is that Lucky played good. Lucky played a very nice game today. Last time they played Nuke, you know, he had a couple of falters at the end, but this time around, he was finding picks, he was rotating well. I've had no complaints with Lucky, and he's a person that we were looking at to step up today, and I think he did just that. So this is a good sign that we're seeing some improvement.
And I'll even take it one step further. I think he did make a couple of mistakes at crucial moments, specifically on the second half. He had a couple of re-peaks he shouldn't, but then he didn't stop trying, and that is something I really appreciate. I was very scared when I saw him getting, you know, picked and punished a few times, that he would go back into his shell like a turtle and stop trying anything, but he didn't. In the last few rounds, he had a number of very impactful kills, very impactful duels where he made the difference, and that is extremely good for his confidence.
But it's got to be kind of heartbreaking for Liquid, considering we did see them trying to get that comeback together on their T side of Nuke. We were saying it on the first map as well. Had got some really, really good reads in terms of the in-game leaders for the squad. So it's kind of heartbreaking to see it just slip through their fingers at the end.
It is, as a Liquid, for someone who predicted them, but at the same time, this was a great game because Liquid did put together a very nice offense. They even had some great mid-rounds too, and I think we have one coming up here that they... Despite the fact that there were many parts to their rounds, they were able to slow the game down, they were able to read the situation, try to understand and predict the reaction of Astralis, and this is a great example of such happening. Elige gets into the vent with Grim. They're thinking about going for an A play here, but look at how Elige just reads exactly what Magisk is going to do.
That's a beautiful kill. And then the reaction, that's what I really appreciate. Once they get that kill, surely the plan was to play the A side, but they know there is a weakness on the B side. They can just drop dive into vent. And I mean, Astralis have absolutely no idea what just happened. That was very skillful, very masterful from Liquid.
But despite the score getting so close in the end for Liquid, you really have to hand it back to the offense for Astralis to really be kicking things off. It was exactly what we were prefacing coming into this particular map, because it's what we saw yesterday against Vitality, even though they couldn't push over the line.
I wonder if we should not start with that Glock round. Like, I think even that we have a TeamSpeak moment, like a mic up moment for that Glock round, that Astralis one, maybe we can just start with it, because that was the beginning of the end of the beginning.
Of the end.
Højre side.
Afsted.
Han er smash.
Afsted. Højre side. Op for lidt.
Så,
Du kan godt spille lidt langsomt, hvis
jeg sidder lige af fra den.
Men det faking red.
One stairs.
Back control. Opening door.
One's out in
ramp. Lidt chill, bare chill.
Up, maybe go up here. Bomb her.
Keep bombe til mig og hold B.
Jeg holder ikke
Hold B.
rampring.
Hold B.
Ja.
Nice, så. Orange ind.
Jeg død.
Bomb down.
Nice.
One more up top.
One shot.
Han er over dem.
A bit.
Let me check you.
En ude.
Det var begge to ude, måske. Den plantet til B.
Plantet til B, Peter.
Careful up top.
Lad den tryk på dem. Sats på det.
Sæt bag kanten og sæt rampe.
Hold dig, det Philip.
Ja, jeg sætter på de hiver den.
Prøv at peek.
Ja, sæt rampe. Prøv at hive den.
Vil det fuse lidt?
No.
Han hiver ikke endnu.
Du er først.
Jeg skyder bomben nu her.
Sæt rampe.
Stop
ikke. Skik, stikker nok ikke.
Nej! Sindssygt, gutter! Nice, boys!
Such a crucial round for Astralis to be getting there. And it really was just dictating the pace of that first half, because after that, Liquid only managed to cement 2 more rounds on the board.
That one was a pivotal round, but on top of that, the gun rounds from Astralis looked great too. The outside smoke walls, Magisk was outplaying Elish outside. He was reading the smokes, he knew where the gaps were in it, and he was getting around into Mini, outside behind Elish. There were so many moments where he even was flanking Fallen too. It felt like his mastery towards outside pushed them forward, because that was a round where, you can maybe come back if you're Liquid, but not if the gun rounds are that good on top of it.
I feel like we cannot even brush aside this Glock round we've just witnessed. Like, we have to establish how impactful this was for that game and that first half. First of all, it completely destroys Liquid's finances. You could see they have no loss bonus built, so they're going to go into the next round with absolutely nothing. And then emotionally, if you're Astralis, you know at that point in time, you've just won a Glock round. You have won a damn Glock round against Liquid. This is something that hurts. You've just lost the first map, you're moving on to your map pick, and you are stealing away a round that you have no business winning. This round was pivotal, financially, emotionally. They gave them the courage, it gave them the momentum. Look at this. You have Dupree winning a duel with a Glock long distance against Grim. Can you imagine mentally if you're Grim right there and you just got out Glock for 50 meters? That round was insane. It might just be 3-2 scoreline, but that is the beginning of a terrifying half for Astralis.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really good round to be bringing up, but I think we also can't be strangers to thinking, that Astralis, we knew they were going to be coming in with a really, really solid T side. So was there anything, do you feel like, was lacking for Liquid in terms of bolstering up their defense when they know Astralis are going to be delivering it to them?
A lot of the time, Liquid was playing reactively to the smokes that were outside. And that's something that is going to bite them, because Astralis do have such a deep playbook there. Even the round with that Glock one, they couldn't really find composure in that mid-round situation. You can hear in the comms there that it was Astralis that were on top of that sort of situation. They were always able to slow things down, just say, just wait. Dupree's going to be coming, he's going to flank. And in those kind of moments, that's where Astralis' experience in terms of that big trio, the veterans on the team, that's where it really elevates everything that they're doing. The fact that they can break down a map like Nuke and make it feel so simple and make it feel like everyone is at home on it.
Well, with that, they do keep clinging on to their tournament life and potentially making it to the Royal Arena in Copenhagen for the LAN finals. But it is Dust 2 separating one of these two teams from claiming that spot. I want to throw it over to you first, Maniac. How are we kind of setting up both of these teams coming on to this decider map?
Oh, well, I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't position myself as an expert of these Astralis on Dust 2. I think that Lucky's going to have a lot on his shoulder, because again, I'm just going to draw the comparison with what Device was able to do back then on Dust 2, and he was a pivotal, absolutely pivotal piece of the defense. Astralis on the defense were able to change their setups quite a lot. They are varying quite a lot. It's diversified, it's hard to see coming. Can they have that same flexibility now? To me, that's going to be the main question, because I know that the main roster of Astralis could play 5, 6, 7 different defenses, right? And you would never really know what to wait for. But I don't think that this lineup has it in their backpack. I don't think they can play so many different rounds. So we're going to rely on individuals. And in that regard, it's great to see Lucky fragging, but we're going to need everyone on board.
I think that they did show actually a good variety on their CT side last time. I think that's one of the few things that, even though their T side was better, some of those calls, those little micro engagements that Magisk wanted to string together in a round to make things very complex, the CT side is where they were constantly proactive, and we saw that there were a few little set pieces there that Astralis had in order to try to take some space away from EG. That being said, you know, EG didn't have the best overall game. They were very one-dimensional with their approach, but Astralis did their due diligence in making sure that every round they had an idea for getting info and then being able to react because of that info.
Well, it all comes down to the final battleground of Dust 2. After this, one of these two teams will be making it to the Royal Arena for the full finals on LAN. Is it going to be Liquid or Astralis going to be making it on home soil? We're going to be finding out with Anderson Semler after this break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Samuel, you needed something to cool off with.
The white chocolate.
You've enjoyed that?
Can recommend.
Double caramel's pretty good.
I thought there weren't that many. And then I show up out there and there's a whole freaking freezer box full of ice cream. Thank you, Magnum. You guys are awesome.
It's good stuff. Now look at the odds. They've shrunk. It's 5-1. We're back to almost even.
Yeah.
And you know, it makes sense, I suppose. This is it's still favored Liquid. People still believe that.
That's the thing. That's where I'm like, I'm not so sure about these odds because I would still say Liquid are the favorite. Come on. But it does bode well that third tries the charm for Astralis. You know, good stuff. Good stuff. They got it.
They desperately needed Astralis. They managed to find a way through initially from the madness of Vertigo where they ended up getting beat up. Almost a comeback for Liquid onto Nuke. Very exciting game. If you missed it, you should go back and watch it. But now we're on Dust 2. It's going to be Liquid starting on the T side, Astralis on the CT side, and this one is for all the marbles. If you win here, you go play in the Royal Arena. If not, you have to go play in the Showdown instead, and only 2 teams make it out of there. It is a nightmare. Let's see what happens. A little bit of a battle down the middle initially, but the rest of them, initially in Upper Dark, I actually thought maybe they would go for some sort of crazy rush, but they didn't.
Thanks to Fallen. Thanks to Fallen. He spotted. He saw that 3 guys were in mid. That's more than enough to call off the rush. Had there been some kind of cheating, had they gone towards, cheated 4 towards A and just left the 1 guy in mid, 100% Liquid are rushing B. But Fallen was there. He's the security. He gets the info, and we'll get a slower round now.
Sip. Listening, thinking about it. He's certainly got the right idea, but timing is everything. And he's not going to hit that shot. Lucky and Dupree are down in long, hanging out there. Naf holding Upper Dark, and the rest of them are just all in the middle. And this is one of those, you can do whatever you want here, right? You can set it up for a B split. That's what that smoke is usually for. You could have gone Catwalk instead. They're going to come jumping out, and Bobsky, I'm shocked that he even got that 1 kill. Even that is pretty impressive. But trouble inside of the B-bomb side. Meg is trying to fight his way out. He actually does get the bomb. He can't get the flick, though. But they have to slow it down. They have to pick up that bomb. Sip has got a kill on Stewie in the meantime. Megas did so much. Look at that. They have to go back out. They will just steal it away. And now it's a 2-on-3 with the bombs land.
While they're boosting, they steal that bomb. That's actually crazy. Astralis maybe kicking themselves a little bit.
Wow.
Dupree on the flank. Dupree on the flank.
Yeah, but Naf is up there with the P250, and he just exploded that one. Now it's Dupree, and Naf goes down. Lucky. The 1 kill that he needed right there. He got another one earlier as well. Gonna find the bomb, and that will be Astralis picking up the pistol round.
Terrific pistol. That was just an out-and-out brawl. But I love the call from Liquid, the way that worked out to just go straight through mid. They get that CT smoke down, and they try and explode out into mid, and it's still a 1-for-1 trade. So you got to give it to everybody on Astralis. They got all their kills. Bubsky traded 1-for-1. Zipnix was able to get 1. Like, everybody was chiming in on Astralis, and that it just eventually wears it down into this clutch. But initially, you know, Bubsky doesn't die without a fight, and Zips is able to do some damage from CT. So I like the call from Liquid, but Astralis definitely made him work for it. Now tell me, who won this pistol round?
I mean, it's hard to say, isn't it? Bomb plant, AKs, and Scout on Fallen. Yeah, madness.
There's a lot of firepower on this here Team Liquid. Oh, what a flash! Oh, Naf, are you kidding?
He just sprays. He was flashed as well. That is so upset. I love to see that from Naf's point of view. That is.
It would just be a lot of gray.
Yeah.
You're not saying anything really.
That's funny only if you're not on the receiving end. All right. 3 people falling back towards the T-spawn. Elige hanging around in pit. A great way to sell the fact that you're still long and that they should keep a lot of people over here is doing exactly what they're doing here. Oh, actually almost getting the kill, but Sip will find him. Can they get back to help out Dupree in time, though? He has got an HE, he's got a flashbang and an MP9, playing it real close at the moment, and 2 of them don't have any armor. The grenade, oh, it's right on top of him. That is a big grenade, and the MP9 to follow it up. They are in a lot of trouble here, Liquid. They almost had the timing of Dupree. He's going to chew them apart right here. Great triple with the grenade on top, and they're going to end up picking it up.
I'm loving it, dude. What a terrific hold from Astralis. And Dupree just holding their own. You know, Dupree and Zip, it's just right back in the mix. You get this roster together. Zipnik's back in the roster, active, playing. It's just so good to see. And really, everything is riding on Astralis right now. You know, I mean, if Liquid would want to play on land. But for Astralis, this is playing in the Royal Arena in front of their fans. It would just be huge for them to make it to this event.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And especially by then, if they have more time to play Lucky back into it, there's a lot of things that could work out even better by then. So, yeah, I think they are keenly motivated to try and make this work. The Eagles are back in play. And I guess just to point out again, to reiterate, oh, wait a minute. Slowed it down. The fact that some of them didn't have armor was a big deal in that round for that MP9. Dupree out hunting once again. Just gonna be Fallen left.
Just count on Dupree to hold the line, right? The man is unflappable. He played that HE perfectly and played the angle perfectly. And now another HE. Oh! All right, that was sick.
A very cool shot. If he could have got that earlier, he could have maybe run to get the bomb down, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Still 3-0 lead on the CT side of Dust 2 for Astralis. And they are fully equipped now, although I would love to see Lucky just ditch the scout and get an AWP in this round. You know it's a full buy round. You know it's a full buy round. Why risk it? Just go for the op and shut them down.
Fallen not able to afford head armor. Likely completely insignificant, but I'm just pointing it out because there are some edge cases where it makes a difference. So we'll be looking for those. Default split coming out from Liquid, taking outside of long, middle, and upper and lower down. Common stuff.
Standard stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy here. Elige looked like he wanted to set up for the door smoke.
Krieg on Naf, by the way.
Yeah, pretty cool to see. Oh, and Dupree. Nice little peek for info. They know now there's going to be a hard rotate. There should be a hard rotate coming out here from Astralis.
I wonder who heard who up. Did
He saw it, Grim backing off. Wait. Okay, we're going to get them to confirm it then. Magus is going to set up for the flash. Dupree's going to confirm. Nobody is here. Magus is going to start hightailing it. They need to start rotating now to get onto the A site.
If Lucky goes down, Sip is on an island with absolutely nothing left. Magus is almost there. He's running fast, and they will have heard that running too. Molotov to try and slow them down. Guessing the timing maybe. It's going to be Magus to go down first. Sip with a kill on the other side, but is it enough here? 35 seconds, 4-on-4. Nice angle for Sip. He's finally going to go down, but the flank is in. Bubsky took a second longer than I would have liked, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get a kill anyway. Now it's all on Naf. 25 seconds, Krieg in hand, and I mean, he should not get a chance to even get close to winning this round. He has to get the bomb and fight them off at the same time. They just have to not get him any easy kills, and they should be in a pretty good position here. He's trying to bait them out into it. 10 seconds now on the clock, and he's running back. They're all over him, and it's going to be Lucky to take him down. Nice double for him, a nice double for Sip.
Yeah, shame he doesn't get the bomb plant, though. That would have been a full buy across the board if he could have just got that bomb down. Instead, now it's a half buy. They have to go for Deagle and Kevlar.
The fact that Sip gets the second kill there, I think, is a really, really big difference maker in that round.
I mean, Astralis right now are looking rock solid. 4-0. Now they have a real chance to build some money here.